Welcome. Today's session is 7 stars punch, so let's get started. Right. So today is 7 stars punch. We're getting so close. I'm really excited to get close to the end of the form. Footwork first. All right. From single whip, we open up our right foot for snake creeps down. We shift back and we sink down that little bit. So the transition to 7 stars is shifting forward, close your right foot back to that original direction. We're going to shift back and open up our toes to the corner, left toes to the corner. You're going to move forward and you're going to touch with the ball of your right foot, empty stance. So remember, an empty stance is 70% here, 30% here. We want to be careful that we don't move forward as we do our punching motion here, okay? That's one of the biggest things to watch out for. So from single whip, make sure we have a nice bow stance. Shift so that you can open up your right toes. Shifting back, sink down. Now move forward, close your right toes. We're going to shift a little bit back so we can open up the left toes. Now as we move forward, we're going to turn our waist a little bit, which is going to show that punching, and pour 30% in by really grounding and rooting into the ball of the foot. So check and make sure, do you still have one line between your feet? Okay, remember, there's a difference of being 30% by bending into that leg and pushing or trying to move forward, okay? The goal to find the 30% is keep your hip over your heel, okay? So hip over heel, fold forward from your hips. So if we're too vertical, there's not enough weight in the front. We want to fold into it, leaning our torso towards our supporting leg. So the arm movements, we always break them down one at a time, right? So we start at our single whip. We're going to start with the left arm. What's going to happen is we're going to show grabbing. So a little pull to that left side. We're going to make a fist. And it's going to make a little U-turn, and then it's going to come and meet the right hand. We're going to analyze this in a moment, but for right now, I just want you to think, we start with our palm from single whip. We're going to pull or show grabbing, make your fist, and then punch. And it's going to be a vertical fist. Think about having the tops of your fist towards what would be someone's chin. It's going to make more sense in a moment when we have the right hand there, okay? So the hook hand is harder to see from the normal direction, so I'm going to turn for a moment. We have our hook hand, okay? As we're going to show grabbing, we're going to relax our hook, and then we're going to make a fist. And we're going to bring that fist diagonal sitting up. So remember, we have vertical, we have facing down, and then we have diagonal, like ready to punch. It's going to be at your rib level. And we're going to punch diagonal up with waist turning to our opponent's throat. So the meaning is either pulling down and pull into this punch, which is why it's very important. Think about having your flat fist diagonal, pointing up, pull and punch towards your opponent's throat, or we're blocking out, okay? So just like cross hands, where we cross at the wrists, center of the forearms, like in between, right? So we got a nice thing, not exactly here, we want some space. This is the same meaning, okay? But it's gonna look a little bit different because now we have the fist eyes facing us, and both of our fists are facing diagonal towards the sky. So the final posture is both hands are going to look like they're punching up towards someone's chin. So the timing, right? It's always about timing. I'm going to face the opposite direction so that you can see the right hand throughout. We start and we're going to turn and show grabbing. We're going to make two fists. That right hand is going to clearly come in towards your ribs, and you're going to lift and punch together. So we want to make sure that we're showing right fist coming up, okay? It looks pretty simple, but the timing and making sure that we keep that weight back in an empty stance as we do our punch can feel a little bit challenging at times, okay? So we're going to put it together. Let's do it from our single whip. We're going to act as if we just did our snake creeps down. Actually, you know what? Remember, snake creeps down ends at that final lower position. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do full snake creeps down. From single whip, we're going to open the right toes. Remember, left hand comes to the shoulder first. Then it goes down circle towards your knee. Now move forward. Close the right toes. As you open the left foot, you're going to open that and show grabbing. Make your fists as you shift forward. Pick up, right hands by your ribs, and then punch out. Fist eyes are facing you, right hands on the outside, and we're touching with the ball of the right foot. Here, remember, our torso is not too straight. We're going to be open to that side direction just a little bit. It's the meaning that's going to help you understand why, because we're punching through. Okay, we're not just punching forward. If we were punching forward, it would be a vertical straight fist. Here we're turning and punching up. Okay, let's do it again. From single whip, snake creeps down into 7 stars punch. First, open up the right toes. Left hand to the shoulder as you shift back. Sink down. Move forward. Close the right toes. Open up the left and show grabbing. Make 2 fists. Bring that right hand to the lower ribs and then touch, punch, and turn your waist. Check your final position. Crossing a little bit below the wrists. Fist eyes facing you so that those punches look like they're going towards the sky. Waist turned. 70% in the back through that folding. I want to end with one practice, okay? I want to practice from our cross kick all the way through into 7 stars punch. So let's act as if we just did our kick. Standing up, right leg, right hand. Okay, sink down, step. We're going into punch to the groin. Make that fist at your hip. Big sweeping motion, and then punch to the groin. Arms come up as you shift back for grasping the bird's tail. Turn that left foot. Show grabbing. Close the arms and step for ward off right. Roll back. Turn. Press. And push. Single whip. Fold into your hips. Press down. Relax the left foot. Make your hook. Step. And strike. Open up the right toes. Snake creeps down. Left hand to the shoulder and then sink. Move forward. Close the right toes. Show grabbing as you open the left. Make 2 fists. Bring that right hand towards your ribs and show punching. 7 stars punch. Ball of the foot, 70% in the back. Fist eyes facing you. Torso slightly open to the left. If so, you've nailed it and accomplished today's mission. All right. Well, everyone, great work today. Thank you so much for being here.